From the nosebleeds to the studio, I am your host LJ, and we're here again with my dog Trey 2K. What's good, my guy?
What's up, my guy? How you doing, my bro?
You know what it is, what it ain't. Back again, a little bit later than I wanted to, but life be lifing
You know how it
as
be.
as it
As it
be.
always do.
But we are back, and as you can see, we are right in the midst of my favorite time of the year, or getting close to it at least. Definitely, we're playoff time, road to WrestleMania, spring training.
Is it
There's just
Christmas?
so much, so much, so much goodness in the air. We're out of football, but it's all right. We're missing, we're
It's all
missing,
right. We'll get to that.
but we'll be fine. We just had the Super Bowl, so we'll go a little bit without it. We got the draft in April, so we're good. But
That's
with that being said, tonight's a big night in the NBA for starters. Do want to start there. This episode today, just gonna go briefly over the NBA. We're gonna talk about obviously your Orlando Magic. This guy's Lakers.
you know,
Obviously.
you got some two
You know,
powerhouses.
and we got two marquee matchups tonight, both on TNT/Max. Magic right now currently going against Cleveland, and Lakers going against Mavs. First Luca's first game back, so we'll get into that. That's gonna be
Well,
huge.
no, it's in LA.
Well, first game against Dallas.
Yes, you guys are gonna. We're gonna witness a murder tonight.
We will see. All right. But besides that, we're gonna do that. Give a little prediction on the rest of the season, kind of outlook for both of the squads, little playoff prediction, and then talk about the elimination chamber coming up this Saturday. So should be a little quick fun episode today. All right, but with that being said, like I said, talk about the first game of the night going on right now. Currently, Cleveland versus Orlando. Honestly, I've been watching it since tip off. Been pretty rough, to say the
What
least.
what what is the score at the
It's
moment?
halftime right now. The score is 57-43. Could be a lot worse. Honestly, we were down 20 early. So showing a little bit of fight now. Um, Honestly, we're not fully healthy without Suggs. Wagner's out for the
Yeah,
season. Mo, not Frank,
Mo.
but still very important for our bench. And Jalen
And
Suggs,
he's actually making a bit of a that little 6-man run
yeah,
before he got hurt.
nah, he
Um,
definitely was.
so it was definitely sad to see him go down.
Former Lakers, so you can't hate on him too
I
much.
got love
Got to show some
for
love, you know. But unfortunately for us, man, it's without them too. I mean, not that Mo really provided that much on defense, but um, it just shows the lack of Suggs being in that lineup. How much we truly need him. How important he really is to this team. Because like Franz and Paolo are great, but neither of them are lockdown defenders.
Yeah, because I was going to say that was one thing about him is just being out on the perimeter, being able to guard,
Yeah,
some of the top, other guards in the league. So
yeah. Like
definitely a big miss.
they're solid help defenders, both of them, but they also shoulder so much of an offensive load that they really can't engage defensively as much as kind of Suggs does. And Suggs just has that. He's always had that switch from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, see,
you you kind of can't teach
it's
that.
college.
Yeah, you don't teach these things. You either got it or you don't. If we're being honest, so
Because you have that special dog in you.
yeah, you
And
gotta have the
you got
dog
that dog.
for sure. But with that being said, Cleveland, this they are
Are they
doing.
for are Cleveland for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, are these
Look,
one of those teams that are going to be the powerhouse in the playoffs too? Because it's like
I
it's
just
hard to believe both the two young like up and coming teams like Thunder and
yeah,
Cleveland are just like they're them boys right now.
I mean, listen, Cleveland hasn't changed much since last year, for being honest.
Mhm.
Um, they did upgrade a little bit on the wing, for sure. And then with DeAndre Hunter now, you know, they're definitely doing better. But honestly, after watching Boston these past couple games and them being the defending champions and seeing
It's
what
hard. You can't really count Boston out.
and seeing that last matchup between Cleveland and Boston, Boston's just on another level right now. As much as I hate to say it, uh,
Oh, me too.
so I think they're for real about everybody, against everybody else in the East. But when it
Hmm.
comes to Boston, I still think Boston has the upper hand. So
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. So, um, I definitely think that's going to be a force. When if it comes to that in the playoffs.
yeah, without a doubt. But I mean, you can only do so much. But honestly, I'm like disappointed in the season right now. We're the seventh seed, under 500, just a game under 500, so not crazy, but
I mean, you have to take it for
expect us
what
to
it's
be a
worth.
top four, top five seed. But I still
The
think
thing is, you gotta take it for what it's worth,
yeah,
though. You guys
no,
fought through a lot of injuries. Like
yeah, no,
to
for sure.
give y'all credit, and you know me. Actually, no. I'll give the Magic some credit for real. Like they fought, bro. So even when Paolo went down, and then when Franz went down,
See,
your team just definitely kept yourself afloat
no,
enough
they
for
did,
them. To come back.
and to me, I think that's what's so alarming is because how are we doing? How are we playing with such a different energy then, and when we were missing so many,
Yeah,
and then now all we're missing is I mean Wagner too, but again,
no, but yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's really all we're missing Suggs like that. We're missing
Mhm.
the two big energy guys, and you can tell that that's really
Mhm.
affecting the locker room and the team as a whole.
Yeah. I
You know,
was I was hoping that KCP would have been doing a little bit more than
same,
what he's been.
especially for what we're paying him.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah,
I'm assuming he's bringing that veteran leadership in the locker room. So at
yeah,
least we hope that championship kind of experience. So that's what we signed him for. So
yeah. Literally. So hopefully that can make a difference in getting into the playoffs, going through the play-ins.
getting in
Because
and
I would
then
assume that's. And I mean, you guys really got enough time to really go on one last run to be
no, we
able to say like, okay, fight out of the play-in because the East isn't super competitive at the bottom at all.
no like
Just to get
we
over this fifth seed.
for example, we are a game below 500. The Chicago, who's the eighth seed or the ninth seed, they are like 13 games under 500.
Mm.
So
There's some room.
we could pretty much lock in that play, and we got Miami below us, we got Chicago and Atlanta.
I
I
think
think
y'all could lock in the playoffs.
so. No, play avoid the play in is what I meant to say.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. We can avoid it by getting the sixth seed, I'm pretty sure, but we got to lock in now. Really, what it comes down to. So
Mhm.
I'm looking forward just to see the rest of the regular season and like again this today's not an encouraging not an encouraging game, but
It's only the first half.
exactly. Still kind of early. Can't be too
Still
mad.
got some time.
I'm just a little
It's
bit
a game
annoyed.
to learn.
Just
Anything can happen.
just a little bit annoyed after last game. That we come out with this effort. It's like, come on, guys, did we learn anything?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's an effort thing again. Not entirely, but man, Paulo and Paulo and Franz when they start missing, you get to it. It visibly
That's it.
shows. You know,
Mhm.
I think that's what I think they need to work on. Paulo more than
Mhm.
Franz.
And they're so young still.
It's like exactly
Yeah.
they're gonna. These are things that they'll grow out of and they'll learn, but it's like it's just very noticeable when you're seeing it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Jesus, guys, your body language shows a lot. You may not.
Yeah, because I mean the Magic really. I know KCP is probably all that really was gaining some interest from in the free agency, but they really need somebody a little bit of more stature. Of course, KCP, no disrespect, former Laker, former champion, two-time champion actually. So, um, you know, but they need somebody that maybe an older veteran who has been at some point one of the stars in their role.
We need
Um,
a former star. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, a former star, like a
Yeah,
Chris Paul, or somebody like I don't know. You
I agree.
know,
As annoyed as sometimes as I get at Chris Paul, I've said it for years. I would love to get Chris Paul. And now that they got
Mhm.
Fox and Castle, Chris Paul's kind of expendable. Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
if he wants one more run to try to boost the playoff team, Chris Paul's never been out east,
Because he said he's addicted to the finals
so
or something like that. What did he say? I forgot what he said. I'm addicted to trying to get to the finals or something like that. I'm like, oh
Yep.
man, like you broke the addiction because you're actually never getting back
Yep.
there.
Yeah, now that Phoenix team that was their chance. That was definitely their chance.
That was it. And look at them now.
Thanks. All right. So that look, like I said, as far as East goes, I think Boston's taking it. Pretty self-explanatory. Knicks.
Bro,
Knicks.
to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do it right now. I think the Knicks can make a run. And when I say I think the Knicks can make a run, I think eventually they can. In a 7 game series, I do think they can beat Boston. I think they have just as much talent, and I also do think that they have just as much of like a depth to their team. You know what I mean? So it's
They
not like Boston has all this experience. They kept losing. You know?
yeah, no. That's where I do disagree. Boston definitely has them on the depth, um, especially with their guards. You know, you got the fact that Derek White would be a starter on most teams.
Yes.
Um, Drew Holiday is, he's starting, but he's only playing about 20, 25 minutes a game. Peyton Pritchard, 6 minute leading 6 man of the year candidate
Yeah.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they got they got the squadron out there. Freaking
I may have misspoke
Luke,
as far as the depth.
Luke
I,
Cornett is shooting about 50% from three, which is crazy.
yeah.
Well, recently, but over the season he's shooting over 40. Um, so like I said, they honestly that to your point, I think the X factor there would be Cat and Porzingis. Cat would have to massively outplay Porzingis to the point where
Which I
Porzingis like is barely putting up 15.
which I believe Cat can
He can't.
outplay Porzingis, but sometimes Porzingis on that defensive end, obviously, he's gonna stop you at the rim. Cat
Yeah,
doesn't provide that
that's the
utility
thing.
as of
Cat
yet.
can. He just for whatever reason this deep into his career he doesn't know how to like not foul. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I
no, literally.
that man fouls more than
Because you would think he's still
he's,
a 2 year player. Because it's
no,
like
yeah,
at
he's
some point you got to get some type of
bro.
poison about you where you understand like okay, yeah.
At some point, keep your hands up, dog. Like stop
Hmm.
swiping. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's always the ticky
And
tack
it's the
shit.
same things.
And it's like, come
And
on,
it's always the biggest games where you notice that
yeah,
he's in
it's the
foul
pressure.
trouble and you're getting fouled out.
Yeah, it's the pressure getting to him. What you gonna do? All right, so we'll move on over to the West now, and talk about your boys. Um,
Squad.
honestly, I just want to see what you were kind of alluding to it earlier. I guess. How do you think tonight's gonna go? What you think?
I think there's gonna be a murder tonight.
Murder.
It's gonna be wild. Luca, I'm predicting Luca's dropping a good 30 point triple double easily.
30.
I don't think Luca is afraid of the pressure. Luca has shown all the time that he lives up to the pressure. The exception of the first couple of games, you got to understand he's getting, you know, used to, playing with a brand new team. Still shocked over the trade news, and then just for one coming back from an injury since Christmas. So, first three games excusable. But Saturday night, he stepped up and showed out, bro, against the Nuggets, and really the Lakers in general. So I think tonight is going to go Luka's way. He has a lot to prove. I don't think the Mavs were capping when they said, he might be, 270. I think he was in that ballpark, maybe not exactly 270. He definitely had some pounds, but as recent videos and things like that of him now, looks like he has been, he looks like he's been shedding that weight off. So I think Luka going for the heads tonight.
Listen, man. If there's one game, if there's one Laker game I'm gonna watch, I tell you, it'll be tonight. Uh, just for that,
Absolutely, and
I,
especially when they go to the Mavericks in like
you
I think
know,
another 2 weeks.
fan of Luca. I always had pipe dreams of Luca coming to Orlando with the Jamal Mosley connection. Mosley was his coach out there before he became a head coach over there, and Luca was kind of the main one giving Jamal Mosley a lot of praise when he was going for the head coaching position. That's honestly what kind of like sold a lot of the fans
What a
on
dream!
Mosley
You
was
thought you
Luca
was the Lakers?
doing that. So again,
You thought
another
you was the Lakers, Jay?
so you know, uh, again, this is fucking annoying to see, but what
I,
can you do?
I don't know how this keeps
Uh,
happening to us. I don't understand.
yeah, but
Thank
what
you, thank you, NBA writers, because
uh,
the NBA gods, y'all be doing your thing.
oh yeah, I wonder how this keeps
You,
happening. Oh
you
yeah,
probably I wonder how. I don't
jeez.
care. I'll take it. You could have chosen to be a Lakers fan.
Yeah, nah. Honestly, if I was gonna do that, I would have did that a while ago. At this point, finally got something good. So
You always can. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
until this
Until one of them become a
this
Laker.
dies out, then
Until one of them become a Laker
nah,
after that rookie contract.
it ain't happening. Listen, in there right now, that shit is not happening. All right. But so what? You think triple double? What we talking? What?
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely thinking a triple double. Is it a 30 point? Is it a 40 point? Is it a 50,
Or
60, 70? Or is he
best
gonna go is he
go for
going for
82.
Kobe's record? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Is he going for Kobe's record?
I would rather see that.
Bro,
To be honest with you.
oh my god.
He was close before with the
Yeah, he
70,
hit
70
73.
something, 70 something, right? Yeah.
73. 73. So, bruh, if he got motivation at any game in his life,
Yeah, no.
because how do you talk about Luca the way you talked about him? That's insane.
No. With that being
You know,
said,
that's wild.
there was a lot of talk on social media and whatnot about people. Oh, should Nico Harrison not go to the game? And it's like, nah, he
No,
better go to the game,
you better go to the game.
but
Yeah, apparently he's
yeah,
showing up.
your
So
security better be there for sure.
yeah, I mean it's in LA, so he should be straight.
Your ass better
But
show up after doing this shit.
mhm. Stand on business, right?
Like exactly. I ain't gonna lie. After all this shit, the least you can fucking do is be there at the fucking game.
Stand
All
on
right.
your shit. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your
Be in the,
shit.
be in the fucking nosebleeds where nobody can see you if you want, or fucking hide it,
Yeah,
or hide in your
but
suite. But you better
uh,
fucking be there.
yeah, because somebody gonna be like Luca. He right over there.
They just
Section
go give him the nod real quick, and
mhm. section 105, seat 22. You see him? Because
yeah, yeah. Halftime, you know
you
what to do.
know disrespectful Luca is the best Luca.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Where he be talking his shit.
I've
That'd be
I've
the best Luca.
I've always been annoyed of Luca with the refs. He just kind of, especially because
100%.
I've
No,
seen it
not with,
against
no,
my
no,
team.
no, no. With the refs, I hate it.
He's so fucking annoying.
I'm
But
lucky I haven't seen it yet. Or actually, I've seen it one time this season, and we gave up on the whole play because he started complaining to the refs, and everybody else just stopped. And I'm like, what
yeah,
the hell?
I've seen it in person. I covered a game um 2 seasons ago, and like again, love the guy. Oh my god, the man does not stop looking at the ref for every fucking call. Him and
Uh,
Embiid do the same shit, and I love Embiid too. But
oh,
it's like dog, y'all are too nice to be fucking begging for calls, dog.
yeah,
It's
yeah, nah. And that's what people are even saying about SGA right now.
like LeBron's calmed down as he's aged, so
Yeah,
that's like I give him that. But it progressed. There's
LeBron
always somebody.
started a movement of a whole generation.
Yeah,
Now
that's
everybody can complain.
so yeah. It's like I get it,
But
dude.
back in my days where I was young and naive, I didn't know shit. Other
No,
than the fact that I knew that Kobe was the goat.
no,
But
guys.
I had
Back
no
when
respect for
back
LeBron
when
for
LeBron
whatever
wasn't a
reason.
Laker.
I don't know.
Back when LeBron wasn't a Laker, just say it. All right, I'm tired of this shit. All right, if LeBron
Jay,
wasn't a Laker, you would not be talking about him in this light. All right, we
Jay,
know
does, does
we
that seem
know.
like something I would say?
Yes, it does.
I will neither agree or disagree. So yeah.
And that right there is all I need to hear. All right, but all right, we'll continue talking about your
um,
Lakers. What up?
so I think no, I was gonna based off what you were about to say was like I think obviously Lakers win this one.
Yeah,
You know, Lakers been on a really good roll. It's only been like a 2 game win streak, but prior to that, they're the best team in the league as of the last I think what was it 15 games or 20 games or something like that. So I the best defense in the league as of right now. I don't know how it's happening without AD, but I think it really helped. Bring everybody else to like help each other on defense and just be really active on defense and just not know that you have a defensive anchor, down low like
yeah,
AD, just waiting on if the guy on offense gets by him. So um, I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. I definitely think Lakers right now being number 4 seed, we can make that push to hit to number two, hit the number 2 and number 3 seed. There's nothing that the Grizzlies can really do that I don't think the Lakers can do. I think it's nice to see the Grizzlies back now that Ja's back the whole season, but I definitely think the Lakers will be able to be number 3 seed. Nuggets maybe even take number 2. Grizzlies fall to number 4.
yeah. Nuggets are two right now. I definitely think they stay there. Yeah, you guys are 2 games behind the Grizzlies right now, so definitely feasible. Rockets, you guys are up by 0.04 in win percentage, but you guys are 34 and 21, they're 35 and 22. So
Mm-hmm.
basically similar record.
About the lost column, yeah.
You guys just have one less loss, they have one more win, essentially even, but that's that difference there.
Hmm.
With honestly, the team in the West that I am most intrigued about going forward got to be Golden State. You know me, love to see Steph get another one if he could. Uh, not, me. I've never
They've
never
been
quite,
kind of straight since
never
Jimmy.
never quite been the biggest fan of Jimmy. Um, Respect him definitely, but again, just annoying. um, Off the court, on the court, nothing but respect. Can't really do nothing on that, but um, as these discussions are off the court or come from off the court, Yeah, I've heard too much of him.
They come from the nosebleeds. These are where these discussions come from.
Yes, sir. I like that. See, that's why you're here. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Got to plug it.
gotta gotta plug. And as you see in the background there, definitely need an updated picture, but it's been quite a while. That's besides the point. But yeah, man, you mentioned it earlier when we were talking about Cleveland. OKC, it's fluky. Um,
Okay.
I gotta see it. You know, um, based on now, I think Denver's probably my favorite out of the East or the West right now. And it's not even just to deliberately hate on y'all, because although I love to, uh,
I understand.
but they have recently won the chip
But what did Denver do last season? And
this
then
season.
also,
They're also
what did Denver do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did they do last season? They
they
didn't run it.
actually they by this point last season, from what I remember, they are playing way better. They are playing way better than they were at this point last
Exactly. And
season.
then in the playoffs, they kind of shit the bed, right? In the
Yeah,
second round. You know, they did get past us, but so then in the offseason, I think they got weaker. You know,
they, they did lose a little bit for sure.
but then I will say, at least to their defense, Westbrook has started really gelling a lot better with Joker. But we'll see how long that's sustainable. You know what I mean? And I think in any case, yeah, the Nuggets are always they gotta be the absolute favorite to win. And I guess I agree with you that they're favorite, but I don't think that the 7 game series this year, this time around, I don't know if they're beating the Lakers.
See, that's the thing. The reason why you guys haven't been able to beat them is because you haven't been able to stop Jokic. Now you have less ammo to stop Jokic.
And I agree with that too.
So as good
You
as
know,
as good as Luca is, it's like that's
but is
more
anybody? I don't
more
think
offense
anybody can
wasn't the
stop.
problem.
I don't think any team can necessarily stop Jokic, right?
No, but
Like,
he's done a
um,
good job of exploiting his
remind me,
strengths.
remind me, remind me who, but remind me who was the team that beat the Nuggets last year? Because I genuinely forgot.
Honestly, yeah, um I
Because
don't
I
remember when
just
they.
to,
I
it,
know
but
they,
I
I
guess
know
either
they
way,
early, but they were injured.
but either
Jamal
way, I think if
got hurt.
I think and either way, I think if you asked if it was any other team in the league, none of the team, the answer would be nobody would have been able to stop Joker,
No,
right?
for
So
sure. But you guys have had specific matchups with them the past few years. You beat them in
it's
the
an
bubble.
entirely different team.
Exactly. A smaller
Yeah.
team.
Mhm.
That's just my thing.
Which,
It's
yeah,
like,
I agree, but it's also an entirely different team, an entirely different like you got different coaching staff, you got different personnel, and you got different 1-2 punch. I guess a new big three with Austin Reeves too. You know what I'm saying? So it's entirely a different team. And we got to see a glimpse of it. They completely iced Joker out of the game. I know that's something that's like probably not going to happen, too often. But I think with how analytical JJ Redick is as a coach, I think he's going to be able to think of like a couple different ways for the Lakers to go at the Nuggets. And, as far as like taking other players out of the game and taking the supporting cast out of the game rather than, okay, every game you're thinking you're going to stop Joker because you can't go into any type of series thinking you're going to go 4 games and win 4 games without Joker being involved.
no,
That never happened.
the best way to
So,
neutralize
mhm,
Joker is, to your point, is his passing. You got to
mhm.
if he's not dishing out the assist, then he's not flowing as great as he normally does. But it's easier said than done. Again,
Yeah, literally.
it did show
But we seen it Saturday.
show the one game, but one game in a 7 game
Just just
series
just
was
let that
end
game
of the game
count
in
if we see
February.
them in the playoffs. That counts as game one for the Lakers. I'm gonna call Adam Silver and let him know because
It's not
I make the rules for some damn reason. You know what I'm
how
saying?
that
Like,
shit works, but
yeah,
all
I
right.
make the rules, bro. I don't
Yeah,
make the rules, but I make the rules.
you don't make the rules, but you make the rules. All right. I guess we're doing that. All right. We're gonna wrap it up here for these last few minutes. Before we get into that, take a quick little break, and yeah, we're gonna get into some chamber talk.
That's good.
All righty, and we are back. All right. So just to finish up for tonight, like I said, we're gonna get into some chamber talk, and definitely going to be an interesting one. Excuse me. 2025 Elimination Chamber. It's funny how all these pay per views now are going kind of a month later, technically. Not really. It's usually like a
Yeah,
week later, but they're like on the next month than what they're normally used to being on. Um, so
yeah. I think yeah, Mania is even like 2 weeks. 2 weeks
yeah,
later. It's on
weeks
420.
later. So definitely going to be definitely interesting. Seems like that's the new way going forward. Not mad at it. Um, but uh, I I'm still good. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about Saturdays versus Sundays. Um,
I
I guess
like Saturdays,
I
man.
guess without football, it's I guess without football, I think that's why I sometimes miss Sundays. 'Cause it's like you always look forward to something on Sunday. I
Yeah, so
guess
the only reason I like Saturdays is like Saturdays. I feel like it's like more for chill day. I feel like Sundays are
you're not
more
wrong.
for me. It's like all right, it's like you got a little bit more stuff going on. It's the family day. You try to jam pack a little
Yeah,
bit more shit in, right before you go back to your work week. But the thing I do miss about Sundays is that follow up to Raw is a lot easier because you're like, all
yeah,
right, I want to see the fallout from
it's
whatever
fresh.
that pay per view is. It's fresh. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So I definitely agree with you there. But like I said, it's definitely going to be an interesting show. They are doing it in Toronto, so they got to have their some Toronto love out there. And
They gotta have that some Sami Zayn and some Kevin Owens.
yep, as
Oh,
as as you read my mind, that's where I was starting. But yeah, they're doing an unsanctioned match. Basically, what that means is rule book throw it out the window, uh,
yeah.
and kind of
Even though
the legality
WWE
of it all
doesn't
is
use
questionable.
a
WWE
win
is
loss record,
questionable. Yeah, they don't use
that's
it.
out the window too.
Yeah, there's no record. There's no rules. There's no kind of safety. There's
Whoever's
no.
cleared or not, they're
Yep.
ready to go.
If
Squabble up.
somebody hurts or somebody dies, even nobody's held liable. Not going to get that far, but I think that's kind of
But
the
after what we've seen happen to
you want to put
after
out.
what we've seen happen at what was it, the Royal Rumble with with Kevin Owens and Cody. Kevin
Facts.
Owens looked like he died there, so so we
Yeah.
might see some more.
Nah,
And
you're
as you know, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they put on some of the best matches. You know what I'm saying? So, which you gotta love and respect that. You know, friends in real life, they go
yeah.
hard in
No,
the ring, harder than anybody else.
they they definitely trust each other too. So you can imagine that they'll probably
They
push
put
it
their bodies on the line. Yeah.
push it to the extreme just a little bit. Uh,
Hmm.
speaking of Canada, we got mutually both of our one of our all time crushes, and Miss
All
Trish,
timers.
know, definitely an all timer.
Dr. Umar is not a real doctor.
Right? Yeah, no, you got it.
He's not.
You got to
He's not a
forgive us.
real doctor.
You got to understand. Yeah, there's few exceptions that Dr. Umar just has to. You just got to live with, bro.
You
Like
got it. I got an exception
exactly. And she's definitely one. Uh, respectfully, of
since
course.
since young boys.
Um, respectfully. Um, she's tagging with Tiffany Stratton. That'd be fun and interesting.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
that
I
pairing.
definitely think she drew a lot of inspiration from her.
Yeah.
Look at the name. It looks like,
Yes.
no
TS.
disrespect to the dyslexic people out there, but looks like it would give y'all a lot of trouble because it's giving me a lot of issues right
You're not wrong.
now.
You're not wrong. So to your point, this might have all been this might be a dream come true for her if she's getting to do this right now. So it's pretty dope. Um,
No, uh,
yeah, this tag match is just kind of for Canada, just to kind of fill the rest of the show.
oh, but now that we went over those, who did you think? Who do you have it with the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match?
Oh,
Actually,
and I thought I did that. I'm so sorry. That's the whole reason why I brought that up. Um, I'm gonna have to go Kevin,
yeah, you got to give it to Kevin
just
because
just
he's
because.
lost too much recently.
Yeah, if anything's gonna take him to a next level to where he's fully a heel and he starts going after the world title again or
It's just short
WWE
Sammy.
title again, and there's undeniable because he's just a dick about everything and how he goes about it. And it's like we've seen that before, like Randy Orton esque. Like if he can, I think if he can use this and then parlay into that, '09, bald Randy Orton when
Yeah, no, honestly, I
when
think this has been
the
one of the
Viper
more
Viper
interesting.
first started,
Yeah,
like
exactly. One of the most interesting parts of his career right now,
yeah,
just because he's just been so delusional but so correct at the same time. Just to where like he's right to a sense, and he just takes it so over the top, and it's really clicking right now. So it's definitely something like, he needs to string along some wins, because I don't think Randy Orton's really hurt, right? So are they waiting to for this moment here?
yeah.
To be able to bring Randy back or sometime after this, for them to go ahead and face off at Mania. So I'm still kind of confused what they got going on with that. So yeah,
There's that, and that's the thing. Randy can be plucked in anywhere. It has it has to make sense. Like it
well,
doesn't
it
make
has
sense
to only be with Kevin
now,
Owens
but
because he's the one that took him out.
no, no, true. But
Because they
you
can't just drop that and they go nowhere. So
no,
you
you're not
gotta
wrong.
see some type of payoff to it, unless he's really hurt. And I don't think that's what the case is.
No, well, there's Cena with him. It being last year. There's just Cody. There's Randy. He's not. While I agree with you, that seems like probably the most logical way is to feud with Kevin after.
It has
It's
to
not
be. It has to
set in
be.
stone. Like he really can get put in a couple different places depending on what
But I
what they're
don't.
doing. This
Yeah.
with who's winning this chamber, and we'll get to that in a sec. I think that's really gonna determine some things, but we'll see. Um, just to backtrack on the we know who's winning this one. Stratton and
Yeah.
Trish. Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty obvious. Didn't want to get into that. But yeah, we're talking about the men's chamber. Um, definitely.
It's a little tough.
Honestly, both chamber matches are tough to see. Really,
Yeah.
who comes out of it. For the men's, we got get the participants. Lost my page here. We got Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Cena. That's five, and then Punk. So
So it could be three,
literally star-studded chamber. Um,
but it's three possibilities.
yeah, the three.
So those three possibilities being Punk.
It's
Oh,
Punk, Cena, and
yeah,
Logan.
and right. No, Punk, Cena, and Rollins.
I've just been. I don't think it would be Logan,
Yeah, I
but
don't think it would be Logan. I think it's Punk, Cena, and Rollins.
if there's if there's one that would piss everybody off, it would be that one. So,
Mhm.
but that
And I don't know if it can be Cena.
they're doing something with
I
him. That's
feel
that's
like
what
I
that's
feel
what
like
I'm trying to figure out.
Cena's gonna have to still. I feel like he's gonna face a lot of adversity before he actually retires and before he wins that 17th championship.
Yeah,
So I don't
we,
think
we
he.
talked about it. I think the best way to do it, as predictable as it may seem, lose all the way until you're to the end of the year, end out on a bang, win,
But give us a story while losing.
come back at the end, and come back the next
Maybe
night.
win.
And
Actually, no, no, no. Actually, no. Maybe win a couple. I want to see Cena start winning.
no, I mean leading up, he might lose Mania. To your point, lose up
Yeah,
until Mania, win at SummerSlam maybe, and then not the title, but you win a big match, and then eventually you work your way to the title again, and you know, so on and so
yeah,
forth. Um, for me, it's where's this favor coming in from Paul?
yeah.
Wh- When
Man,
is
I
the favor?
know.
What is the favor? And that is I think is what's making this whole entire road to WrestleMania just so hard to
It's
predict,
confusing.
honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like,
It's so
which
hard
is
to predict to where
like
it
I
makes
think,
it almost like not interesting. Which normally this is what we should
yeah,
we
we
should
should
want.
win it. But it's and I think with Rock coming back, we'll get to that. Um, they've done a good job of doing that, of throwing a wrench into things now and making fans kind of guess, like, all right, where are we going from here? Um,
Seeing The Rock come out to that Hot Boys
it did. Uh,
while I was at that Lil Wayne concert.
while you were at the, and it's funny because I was watching it, and like I guess I had it on, but I wasn't paying attention
Oh,
because
you didn't peep it?
I didn't peep it because once he started talking, is like that's when I tuned in. I didn't really peep that the entrance was different. I was distracted. I didn't have
Did
the
you
volume up.
re-listen to it?
I don't know what it was. Yeah, I played it back after the
That shit
fact,
was tough.
and I was like, "Oh, how did I miss it?" But you could tell I was. Yeah, I was definitely. I think I like just got home. Probably not. Yeah, I no, I just woke up. I had taken a nap. Just woke up from a
Oh,
little
I
nap.
woke up to The Rock. That boy said, "If you smell this."
Has risen. But yeah, and we'll finish with that in a second. But yeah, I'm I'm gonna have to go Cena, and then he might lose at Mania, but my final prediction is gonna be Cena
Yeah, and you
again.
gotta go. You gotta go a big match too. And
Um,
Mania and Cena versus Cody is actually gonna be.
and man, I say that too.
Oh,
I say this because with that being said about the favor, and we get into it with The Rock. Um, Rock mentioned he wanted Cody's soul.
Wow, I just thought about that.
Yeah. Who
And then
like
Cena,
if there
and then
if
this
there's
corporate chain.
if there's anybody that would be the corporate champion that can get a similar Stone Cold
Oh,
vibe,
that'd be kind of tough,
that's
bro. That'd
up.
be kind of tough, bro.
And like it would be ironic considering the whole reason he left WWE in the first place was because of The Rock. So for him to do that, you know, he Punk will finally be the hypocrite that he's been so long trying to fight. When we all know, like deep down, we all want the same thing. Like
Wait, you saying Punk or Cody to be the
what?
corporate champion?
Oh no, Punk.
Punk, but The Rock said that to Cody.
Oh, I know, but Cody has to accept it or deny it. He's not gonna. He's not. They're not building this. They're not building this up for him to accept it. For him to say yes. He's gonna
No,
say.
you know what I
He's
think,
gonna say
bro?
no. Rock's gonna beat him up, and he's still looking for a corporate champion. He
No,
didn't say that
so
for nothing.
what I think it's gonna be, and I got this reaction, is because I think that Cody Rhodes is going to say yes to The Rock. Cody Rhodes is so here's my prediction. Cena wins. So you're right. Cena wins the match. Cody, I don't know what happens. He for some reason either comes out and congratulates John Cena, either attacks him then, or maybe over the course of their over or no. By the way, he does it at Chamber because he has to give The Rock an answer at Chamber, and that's the way he gives him his answer by attacking John Cena, and then that's where he's the corporate champion.
Yeah,
That's that's not a prediction.
but he said
That's a
it's the
spoiler.
spoiler. Again,
It's a
I'm not mad at it. I just think to your point that favors coming in at one point, and I believe I heard this. Um, I think it was Simon Miller. I'm pretty sure that I was listening to or reading. Um, one of the two, can't remember, but pretty sure I heard it there. It was uh, part of that favor could be um, like it comes down to I don't, I don't know with that with the corporate thing it makes it weird, but the favor could be Roman gets eliminated, then he takes out somebody for Punk. That happens all the time.
but
Um,
Roman's not in the match.
oh shit, I'm tripping. He comes in when somebody gets eliminated, you
Hmm.
know, and
Hey,
somehow
yeah.
gets in the cage and yeah,
So we can. I mean, we could. I mean, Roman's gonna get involved. So
yeah,
I mean, you're onto something.
yeah.
Absolutely. He
Again,
he, he has to get involved.
a little spotty on
Because he has to set
what
his
the prediction was, but
yeah, but
yeah,
he has to set up
along those
his Mania
lines.
match. I'm sure.
I heard that and I was like, yeah, I mean, I could see that being the favor. All right, Roman decides, all right, you know what? It's down to Punk and somebody else, and then Roman comes in, or
Yeah,
or the Rock. It's just a ruse to beat up Cody, and then the Rock.
now
I don't know.
imagine us get
The Rock presents Punk to, or Roman presents Punk to the Rock. Like, hey, why not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't
nah.
really know how it would work.
Imagine seeing a heel Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. The heel Cody Rhodes is obviously going to get a bunch of cheers at Mania because everybody likes the heel character, and then obviously John Cena's last WrestleMania, a chance to win the 17th championship, to be the greatest world champion of all time, Come on, man. Listen to that story. That's
It's
that's
there.
that's fine.
I think
It's
it's too,
there.
I think it's too soon for Cody's heel turn because you can't go.
Cody's also going a little stale.
You can't go back to this baby face though. Once you do that,
Against
it's
Stone
something
Cold Steve
else.
Austin. He'll always still be a babyface. He'll be able to be.
He won't be this kind of baby face.
Oh yeah, no,
And
you're
you
correct.
got to
Yeah,
milk this shit for as long as you can, honestly, because this is
yeah.
not happening again.
But I feel like he's already going a little bit stale.
He has, but
Kevin Owens revitalized him because it started giving him an edge, and he started becoming a little bit like a little bit dark in this promo when he was talking about like all the pressures of being a champion. So it started showing like okay, there's starting to become some dents in his armor. So it's kind of revealing a different type of a layer. So if they're kind of teasing at it, and then now the Rock is talking about, hey, like I want you to be my corporate champion. I feel like he can kind of tap into that and come back. You know what I mean?
no, you're
Uh,
right. But to your point, that's what's keeping the intrigue is the teasing.
mhm.
So if we can keep teasing and teasing while we still got this, because we got plenty of heels. You know what I'm saying? We don't got these vanilla baby faces like we do with Cody. So in my opinion, you got it because to your point, Sami Zayn would have died out a while ago. As much as I love Jay, we're gonna see it after he wins. It's probably not gonna last that much longer after he finally
Yeah,
wins the
no,
big one.
mhm. Of
Fans are fickle. You know this. The fact
course.
that Cody has been able to maintain it, he's lost.
Yeah,
It's
for this long.
it's been up and
Yeah,
down, but
no, but
it's
in the
been
crowds. Yeah, no, it never stopped in the
there's
crowds.
still
It only
whoa,
stopped
there's
online. It only
so
stopped online. Yeah, in real
yeah.
life, it never stopped on the
So
internet.
with
Yeah,
that being
yeah.
said, you got to milk it like to the point that we're mentioning Cena. You got to do it like Cena to the point where people start to get sick of Cody, and then you got no choice. Like maybe a little bit, maybe you read a little bit before and you turn him here before it completely, But imagine if they turn Cena heel at any point in the early 2010s. That's what everybody wanted. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what would have happened if he did. But he can never go back to being what he was.
Mhm.
Like he did that Dr. Thugonomics, he brought it back for a night. But it was promoted that for a night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Like
no, that's legitimate.
kind of tough.
But
But
I don't know. I could see it some being something that he could tap into and come back because maybe it's something where he's just kind of more so just manipulated by the Rock. But yeah,
for sure. So your final prediction for the match?
final prediction: Cena.
Cena. All right, we're going Cena. All right, to finish it off for the night, I'm gonna go with the women's chamber match. Uh, who I would want to win would be Roxanne, for being honest.
Me too.
That's
That would
my
be to go against Rhea.
that would be my
I
my
want to see Bianca win.
my go-to. But out of the field,
It's Bi-
we got Bianca, Naomi, Bailey,
that's the money match.
Roxanne.
Bianca just lost the titles.
Yep, they just lost the titles.
It's
So
Bianca. Oh wait, no, because what's going on with Jade?
that's the thing. Um, that's where, to your point, Bianca probably does win. And
Who's in the field?
so it's Roxanne, Bailey, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Naomi.
Hmm. Maybe we get a triple threat. Maybe we get a. No, that's too muddy. I don't know.
They're gonna do something. They're gonna pay it off at some point, for sure. But yeah,
Maybe Jade turns on Bianca at Mania or something like that. But Bianca's got to win the match.
yeah. My again, my picks. My my one is Roxanne out of everybody, but I think Bianca, she's number two. He's right there. Not
You gotta
everything
make Mania as big as possible.
probably makes the most sense at anything.
Bianca just gotta win it.
Bliss, maybe. Um, but
Nah, I think Bliss got other stuff going on with the Wyatt Six that we're gonna see.
but we will see. We'll definitely see. Yeah, I'm honestly should be a good card. Um, we'll see how we fare with our predictions come Sunday.
Hey, we'll see.
But yeah, my final pick, Bianca, um, for this one.
Same.
Yeah. So we got not pretty much. Unfortunately, we got the same picks across the board for this one.
Hey,
It
it's
happens.
not predictable. I
Agree.
think I think this is a storyline pay per view, right? You know, it's not one of those supposed to be like super
Yeah,
shocking. It's a storyline pay per view, so I think we're gonna get more shocking storylines rather than a shocking like match card
yeah.
or you know results of the match card.
Facts. Shoot. All right, man. That's gonna do it for tonight.
Wow, my God, I'm about
Episode.
to tap in and watch Luca commit this murder. I'm
Yes,
about to be
sir.
obsessed
We
with it.
got about 25, 30 minutes to tip off around there. Um, so hey, good luck. I'm looking forward.
Hey, look at the Mavericks.
And
Nico
I'm
Harrison gonna be there. Can't wait
probably
to
gonna end
see
up
it.
asleep by the third quarter, but
And I'm yeah, true. And I'm gonna be happy to see. I might shed a little bit of tears when AD gets his tribute video. You know, Max Christie too. But
the
you
Max
know,
Christie tribute video is what I'm tuning in to see. All right.
they're calling it the Max Christie tribute.
How
Yeah.
about that? Well, shoot. All right, y'all. Again, appreciate you
All right,
tuning
my
in.
G.
All right, Trey. Y'all be great.
Easy, bro. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me, bro.
All right. See y'all later.